Hey y'all, Jared from Bonsai Echo here to do a winter update on my bonsai collection. So we're in my display area, and as you can see, nice and free of bonsai and a little bit of snow. Let's see where everything's at. So I have a few that do really well up on top of here. These are bigger trees that I just don't feel like moving around, like the lightning strike trees that we've seen for quite a long time, and their little buddy, this little seedling guy. This is a big Katsura that I've been growing that's gonna be moved on next year. Big Don Redwood and a little larch group. So down below here, these are some of the other trees that are decent enough to be in the display area. Some of them I've had a long time. There's a dwarf boxwood, Kingsville boxwood, that I've had for a little while in one of my pots. This pot is candied clay is our pottery thing now. There's a Hinoki cypress that's doing well. So these just stay a little bit less frosty down in here. As you can see, my collection's gone down quite a bit. So since I started doing pottery about a few years ago with my wife Candy, we decided that that's what we wanted to do. So we quit our jobs, started doing just pottery and a little bit of bonsai, and I've been moving on from some of the huge maintenance work that I had on a lot of these trees. Some of the ones that are simple, like those up there, are just being allowed to grow. Normally I'm working on something here and there for bonsai, even though not nearly as much as I used to. So I do have a lot of in-progress things. As you can see, there's a lot of pots of trees in here. Different sizes. Nothing super huge over here. I decided that I want to move from really big overweight trees to some smaller 1 to 2-handed trees that I can move about on my own. These are collected hawthorns, which has been something I've been really into lately. This one I just styled yesterday or the day before I think. And that's the kind of stuff that I've been really enjoying lately. This one is going to a new home, hopefully later on this year, sometime in either late summer or early autumn, we'll see. And then I got some other ones over here that need a lot more work. I've also been collecting Yamadori, so actual trees from the mountain. Yamadori meaning mountain bird or mountain collected bonsai trees. Cedars are fun sometimes when I can find them. Here's one that's actually wrapped around another dead tree. Not sure if you could see it, but this is the dead tree end of it. This one was one of the few interesting ones I found. Most of the interesting stuff's under the snow, but it was actually dangling off of a kind of an embankment. A lot of these other things in here are just very rough trees. A lot of subalpine firs. They're pretty easy to find up in the mountains around here, and they lend really well to bonsai styling. Hemlocks I'd really like to find more. These are all western hemlocks. I'd like to find mountain hemlocks, but the ones that I find near where the subalpines are just not really that great. I also, which is kind of rare for me, have quite a few little starter pines in my collection right now. These entirely intended to be sold on to other people who really enjoy pines. I don't really enjoy them that much, but something to work on. Bunch of little stuff here. Some dwarf dogwoods, cutting of a Chinese maple. This is a seedling of Stewartia monodelpha from my yard. Stewartia pseudocamellia from my yard, from a bigger tree, as is this one back here. Some wisteria cuttings and seedlings. Let's see. This is red maple of some kind. Other trees that I've dug from the yard, or volunteer ferns and stuff. These two I split from one single plant. That was a collected crabapple that I got for a trade. Traded a pot for a few trees. So that's kind of cool. That'll be fun. So yeah, always pretty busy. My bonsai area is not my main activity nowadays. I've been doing much more with pottery. Let me show you what I've been doing in the pottery studio. So inside here in that little door is one part of our pottery studio. The other part is our laundry room. I do packing and shipping. We store things in here. Also, we have our kiln in here and we do firing. We have staging for things ready to fire. An area of a work table over there that I work on some stuff. Currently up on the workbench is some ovals. I just added some feet pieces to them. Now I have to wait for them to set up a little bit before I could do the next step. A lot of working with clay is timing. So as you can see, the glossy part is kind of an off color here. Right there, that's slip. So it's like a liquidized clay, and that has to get less liquidy for it to stay in place and me to work on it. Once they get done, they'll look something kind of like these ones. Bloop, bloop. Not really intentional that I did two the same. I just thought, hey, I like this kind of rope texture. Anyways, under the plastic, there's several that I had already finished a couple of days ago. And they have to kind of have controlled drying, otherwise they can crack the pieces from each other. Candy and I did a bunch of altered shapes. Now these are mostly started as rounds and then they get altered a little bit. Add some decoration to them and stuff. Candy really enjoys really simple shapes. Smooth, pretty refined looking. So these are some bowls, and we don't use forms. But Candy's pretty good at making the bowl shapes in a similar size and shape. So that's what Candy really enjoys. Everyone loves mushrooms, so Candy does those. And also some mugs that are just dried clay waiting to go into the firing. And we got a little bit, that's 478 degrees Fahrenheit on the way down to being able to take those out of the kiln. Oh, there's a little sneak peek back there of some Halloween type things we got. So yep, that's what I've been up to lately. Not so much in the tree area as the pottery area. In fact, all that cardboard's for boxing things up. Down there, same thing. I do ship some pots every now and then. And then we're trying to get out to clubs and stuff like that to keep bringing people some bonsai pots and mugs and bowls and stuff to warm them up in the winter. As per usual, I get to work in a really cool area here in the Pacific Northwest. We can grow Japanese maples, big and small, towering trees, and every now and then we get snow. That's it for the update. See y'all.